Hey guys, forgot a water. Had to go back and get a water. Can you guys see me? If you are here, please say hi and let me know. I want to make sure that, oh, hi Tiffany, yay. Okay, so today we go live every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And I'm here today to talk about what doors open when you launch your bookkeeping business. Hey, Amanda. So good to see you. I don't usually wear hats, but I had to wear a hat today to let you guys know some cool and exciting things that have been going on for us. This motto, over deliver, this is actually a ClickFunnels hat. And I was really excited to get this in the mail because our motto here at the Bookkeeper Academy is to over deliver. All of my coaches have told me, wow, you guys really over deliver in your program. And it's just kind of a standard that we do. We teach our students to over deliver and wow their clients because that's what we do. We do that in our academy. And we really want to help people and wow them and help them live their ideal life. So today I am here to talk about when you do that, what kind of doors open for you when you launch your business and you start wowing people. So definitely stay tuned to the end so I can tell you about all the different doors that open for you and your family when you decide to launch your bookkeeping business and what that can look like. And I'll tell you what doors have been opening for me as well. So, but before I get into that, I want to let you guys know I'm going to go over everything in our academy. So if you are brand new to the group, I am going to explain everything about the Bookkeeper Academy and our Have Your Cake and Eat It Too Facebook group. So you kind of have an idea of what this group is all about and how to make the best of it. And then I also love to answer questions. So this is your opportunity to ask me anything that you want to know about growing your own virtual bookkeeping business that you can have from home. So if you have questions, definitely ask me. I love to make this super interactive and I love to be telling you guys things that you want to hear. The people that are on this live today, I want to tell you the things that you want to hear and answer your specific questions. So as I'm going through the program and kind of giving you guys a tour of the group, please post your questions below and I will tell you and I will answer all of them. And then I'll also at the end, I will talk about all the different kinds of doors that are opening when you launch your bookkeeping business, okay? So again, I love it when you say if you're hi and tell me that you're here, where are you from, what stage you're in your bookkeeping business, how many kids you have, please say hi and let me know. So, okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is share my screen here. I want to take you guys to our website, and the website is going to be a really great place for you to go if you're fairly new to the group. The first thing that we recommend is that you check out our ebook. So our ebook is where everyone typically gets started. So this ebook right here, it will let you know exactly what starting a bookkeeping business did for my family and how you can make it work for your family and what that would look like. So it's kind of like a guide or a overview of how your life can change for the better. And there's also some cool actionable steps in there for you to get started as well. So a lot of people have said this has been like the best $6 that they've ever spent. And if you want to read some reviews on the ebook, let me give you a link to a post that we have in the group. And it's actually this post here. If you click on announcements, you can see this post here. And right now we've got 34 different people have commented about the book and what the book did for their life. So definitely check that out if you want to learn more about the book if you haven't read it yet. And if you have read it, we would love for you to go to this post, click on announcements, go to this post and comment and tell us what you thought about it. What did it do for your life? Tara says, after reading this book, I knew that I could be a bookkeeper and run my own business, and I did just that. So many awesome things on here. that you can read about and kind of get an idea. Samantha says, this book gave me hope as a single mom wanting to be a present parent and homeschool. This showed me it was possible. Not only have I been able to launch a successful business, I'm now growing my team as well, all while providing for my family and being there every day for my kids. So the ebook is a really great place to get started. So definitely grab a copy of that today if you haven't already. And then the website talks a little bit about the Bookkeeper Academy, what we do. We walk you through the process of setting up and running your own bookkeeping business from home or anywhere. You can travel around in your RV or hop from state to state, go across country, whatever you want to do, you can still run and operate your bookkeeping business and make money while you're living your life and having fun. You don't need any previous experience. You don't need any qualifications or a degree. You just have to be willing to learn, and you have to have a desire to be a business owner, have entrepreneurship. So we teach you all of that stuff. We offer a variety of course options, whether you just need a little help with marketing, an existing business, or we have our Bookkeeper Academy where we have one-on-one mentorship for building a business from the ground up. So hop on there. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, here's a picture of my family. This is fairly old. This is like 3 years old, actually, because these little guys right here are now almost 4. So this is my family. We have 5 kids. We homeschool almost all of them, and we are able to travel around. We've actually moved across the country 2 times in the last couple of years, and you just don't skip a beat. You have your bookkeeping clients and you just travel along and keep helping them, and it doesn't really matter where you live. So if you're totally new and you want to hear what other students have said in addition to what they think about our ebook, you can click here and see a bunch more reviews that students have left over the years about our coursework and our coaching programs. We also have in-depth student success stories. So if you click on this link here, you'll be able to see exactly what these ladies have gone through, where they started, and where they are going and where they're at now. So this is a really cool one. I'm going to move this over here so I can see comments. So you can watch any of these videos. Most of the people that I have interviewed on these have now been hired to come back and be student mentors and actually coach in our Facebook group, in our academy. So they actually get to pay it forward and help new students follow in their footsteps as well as follow in mine. So it's a really fun opportunity to work with some of these ladies as well. So if you guys are curious at all what you can make as a bookkeeping business owner, I have this really fun calculator on our website. And all you have to do is decide how much you want to make per month or how much you need to make, let's say, to replace your current 9 to 5. So let's say you're making $4,000 a month, and you can change the sliding scale to 4,000. That tells you you need approximately 8 clients, only 8 clients to make $4,000 a month in your bookkeeping business. And once you get those clients onboarded, it's only going to take you between 8 to 13 hours per week to do the bookkeeping work for those clients. And the 13 hours is really going to be the first couple of months while you're actually getting acclimated to the client. But after the first couple of months, it's going to be closer to 8 hours a week to make $4,000 a month. So this is very, very typical. This is not the outlier. This is very typical. This is what I made in my bookkeeping business and what most of my students make in the academy as well. And you will make this too. $100 an hour is what you can expect to make as a self-employed bookkeeper when you follow my pricing guidelines that we coach on in the academy. So it's very lucrative and very exciting. So how to get started? This is a question that we like to go over every Zoom call. So if you guys have questions about these different programs as I'm going through them, please comment and let me know. The first option is our bookkeeping course. This is this first one here. And this course walks you through everything you need to know to get started with a home-based bookkeeping business with no experience. So we'll walk you through learning the basics, learning how to do bookkeeping, what bookkeeping is, learning how to read and put together financial statements, learning how to use QuickBooks Online for multiple businesses, and watching me do a full year's worth of bookkeeping for a sample client. So you get to see the whole big picture. We also show you how to set up your back office so your business is ready for clients. And we show you how to quote and how to talk to clients, how to onboard them, how to complete the work from month to month, and to wrap it up at the end of the year so that they're ready for tax time. We also show you how to do marketing and find your clients and how to quote them and all that good stuff. So it walks you through everything. And the DIY course, it doesn't come with any support from our team or anything like that. But if you're a DIYer and you want to try to take a stab at this yourself, you can use the bookkeeping course to do so. However, we only really want to take your money if we can be sure that you guys are super successful. And the best way for us to guarantee your success is if you actually join the Bookkeeper Academy. And this is where you get tons of support from our team around every issue that you can possibly think of to grow a bookkeeping business from home. So you get everything in the bookkeeping course plus tons of extra coursework that you would need access to. You get all of that for free in our Bookkeeper Academy. But what you also get is a whole team of ladies holding your hand through the entire journey. And it's really awesome, and it makes it so much easier to grow a business, especially if you have no experience, no degrees in this area, and maybe might lack a little confidence. We really help you boost up that confidence. So even though you aren't experienced in this yet, you can still live the life that you want. You can live the life that we are all living as bookkeeping business owners. And we will help you get there every step of the way. For 12 full months, you have us locking arms with you and walking you through every step and every process that's involved in growing this business. So like I said, you get everything in the bookkeeping course for free. It's all included. You get 12 months in our secret support group. This includes answering all of your questions that you post in the group, but also weekly Zoom calls with our team. We do 3 open Q&A office hours every week. And during those Zoom calls, you actually get to request secret private breakout rooms with our mentors. So if you have a question that you want to ask, that you need to share your screen but keep your client's information confidential, we can accommodate that. We also offer unlimited one-on-one help with your first client. So let's say you launch your business and the next day someone messages you about inquiring about services. Happens all the time. Like literally every other day when a student launches their business, they end up with 2 or 3 leads. I think I saw somebody in the group, Megan, you'll have to tell me, text me or tag that person, that she launched her business over the weekend. She almost talked herself out of it because she was nervous, but she launched. Now she has 4 people inquiring about bookkeeping services. Okay, well, she does not feel ready, but that's okay because we are set up to help you even if you don't feel ready. So she's going to be able to book one-on-one calls with our team to go over every aspect of onboarding this client and completing the work and making this client super happy and wowing them. So once you go through that process with our team one-on-one, one time, you feel so much more confident in your skills because bookkeeping is not hard. It's not hard. There's just a few things that you'll need to learn. And once you learn it, typically you learn the majority of it with your first client, you will feel like a rock star to go on and do it again and again and again. So you can just keep getting more and more clients. And the cool thing about how we coach you guys to quote is it's all based on monthly reoccurring revenue that's dependable, that you can count on every single month. So every time you get a new client, number one, it's almost like Christmas because they usually come to you with a bunch of cleanup work that needs to be done. And you can usually charge a pretty good price for that back work. So it's like a Christmas bonus every single time you get a new client. And number two, you just compound your monthly income every time a new client signs on. So your first client, $300 a month, second client, $500 a month. So now you're making $800 a month. Your third client comes on, another $300 a month. So now you're making $1,100 a month. All the while it's taking you like a couple of hours a week. That's it. So it's amazing. It's awesome. And it's really, really scalable. And it's really something that you can totally transform your life with. When I had my bookkeeping business, I grew it up to over $200,000 a year in annual revenue, and I didn't have any employees. I was able to do that at home. My husband and I kind of took turns taking shifts, but in total, we didn't work more than a 40-hour work week, and we were able to keep the majority of that as profit for our family. And it was a flexible schedule, and it was amazing what you can do with your life when you go from making $40,000 or $50,000 a year to $200,000 a year. So this is something that's very, very possible for every single one of you. And all of the student mentors are on track to having these same results, and all the students in the academy are as well. So this is definitely something that can be your life too. So if you are really intrigued and excited about this, book a call with our team too, and we can go over in detail which program would be right for you and discuss what it would look like for your family if you guys did do something like this. Another really cool feature that we offer in the academy for our students is a fully customized website. So we do use a program called ClickFunnels. That's where I got this awesome hat. We use a program called ClickFunnels to design your website. And there is a monthly fee for that, although it is optional if you don't want to use it. But if you do use ClickFunnels, we do design your website completely and utterly for free. It is the most hands-off experience for you. You literally have to do almost nothing, and you get a beautiful website that even tax pros are beating down our doors to learn how to have a website that beautiful as well. So our students get compliments all the time on how awesome the websites are. And as a matter of fact, the websites have been so incredible that I am actually getting recognized by ClickFunnels for our awesome work on designing the students' websites. So I will stay tuned for that, because I have a lot more to tell you guys about that towards the end of the live. There's a lot of really cool stuff happening with ClickFunnels that I cannot wait to share. But anyway, so we have that website that's really awesome, award-winning website, and you get that for free when you join the academy. You do have to pay for the software, but we design it completely for you, and it's beautiful, and you'll love it. And the other cool thing about the website is it's just not just a website. You can actually use it to have your clients sign up online and go into an automated onboarding program. So it walks them through a series of videos that telling them everything that they need to get together for you, how to get it to you, and then that way you can just get started on their books, and you don't have to spend a whole lot of time fumbling around going back and forth with them about all the stuff that you need, how to upload it, everything like that. It's all included in the automated onboarding program so that you can focus on marketing to other clients while you're waiting for your new client to get you everything that they have and that you need. So it's really, really exciting. There's all sorts of other coursework, quoting tools, payrolls course that you get when you're also in the academy. But a couple of other things that you also get is financial statement reviews. So if you want to make sure you're being the best bookkeeper out there, then you can submit each client for a review, and we will review your books and let you know all the things that you've done right. And if anything needs to be changed, we'll let you know that as well. So you can rest assured that even if you have no experience and no degrees or anything in this, that you're not going to be left alone, and you're not going to provide less than par work. You're going to provide excellent service to your clients. And as a matter of fact, our students actually clean up work from other bookkeepers all the time. And we get awesome reviews from tax partners saying, wow, these books look amazing. And then the tax partners want to partner with our students because then they can offload their bookkeeping work for their tax clients to the students. So it's really, really exciting, and it's really easy for you guys to find clients. So if you want to learn more, go to our website, or if Tiffany hasn't already, Tiffany Ware is our community manager in the Have Your Cake and Eat It Too So if Tiffany hasn't already, would you please post the link to our book a call? And if you guys want to book a call with our team, we would be delighted to talk to you to just see if this is something that you would like to do. So just so you all know, there is another program that we do offer, and there's two options for that. You can go right into the Elite Mastermind if you would like, or you can go into the Bookkeeper Academy and upgrade or graduate into the Elite Mastermind at some point, whenever feels right for you. But the Elite Mastermind will take all of these skills that we're teaching you in the Bookkeeper Academy, and we will help you transform your business to an empire. So if you want to be more of a CEO and you know you want to have a team of people underneath you and you want to maximize your hourly rate, then you can join the Elite Mastermind and we will show you and help you develop all of those skills so that way your bookkeeping business is a lot more passive and gives you even more freedom than you had when you made $100 an hour working from anywhere at any point in the day. Now with the Elite Mastermind, you're going to learn how to have your team complete the work for you so that you can stay in a sales and marketing role and be able to have extreme flexibility with your life and extreme profitability. So when you go into the Bookkeeper Academy, you can expect to make around $100 an hour on average for your bookkeeping clients. When you get into the Elite Mastermind, you can make $250, $350, $500 an hour leveraging your team. So, and we have various examples of that from students actually in the academy or in the mastermind right now. For instance, Kaylee joined the Elite Mastermind a year ago. She was making about $100 an hour in her bookkeeping business. She felt like she was working too much, but she knew she wanted to grow. So she was kind of stuck. So we worked together and I helped her set better boundaries for her clients. I helped her transform her efficiency and her time around what she was doing on her business. And we implemented a team member, and that team member has helped her step out of the doing role and into the more business development growing role. And now she makes $340 an hour working on her business. And she gets to have even more extreme flexibility because now she can work on sales and marketing. And if she wants to turn that off or stop at any moment, she can do so. And her business is still running because her team is keeping up with the bookkeeping. So she is able to work a lot less, make a higher hourly rate, and have a super flexible schedule, which is going to be perfect for her when her baby is due in August. So she's going to be able to turn off her marketing and take some serious time off with her baby, and her team member is going to help keep the business going forward. So it's very, very exciting. So if you are interested in either one of those programs, please book a call with us, and we'd love to decide which one is going to be the best for you. So, oh, here's the link to book a discovery call as well. And I see that Tiffany has also posted it. Okay, so that is the main information about our Bookkeeper Academy. So thank you for those that have heard this before and you are just tuning in to say hi. And now I want to go to answering some questions, and then we're going to talk about the different kind of doors that open when you launch your bookkeeping business. So number one, if you're new here, say hi and please post any question you have. This is your one chance, 1 hour every week. I answer any question that you have. So if you've got a question, post it below and I will answer it. No questions are off the table. And if you already have a bookkeeping business, or you're in the academy, please tell me what doors have opened for you since you launched your business. I'm going to share mine towards the end, but I would love to know what doors have opened for all of you awesome people in the academy so far. Okay, so let's see who we got. We've got so many people joining. I'm so excited to see everyone. Destiny, hi, and Miranda, hi. We have Miriam, hi. Maureen, good to see you, Maureen. And Karine, hello. Carlos, and Gigi as well. Hi, Gigi. And Kate says, hi, I'm in California. I have 2 kiddos and I'm just beginning my business. Awesome, Kate. We're so excited to help you. Adri says, Denver, Colorado, 1 little girl, 1 year old. Oh, congratulations. Just getting more information. Would love to stay home with my girl and still make money. Awesome. Yes. I love that, Adri, because it's a total life-changing experience when you have a kid and then you realize, oh my gosh, my perspectives in life have changed. And I can't imagine leaving this baby or this girl with a stranger for 10 hours a day. It can be soul crushing for some people. And it was for me, which is why I started my bookkeeping business, and which is why I want to share this, because my first two kids, they're now 16 and 14. But when I first had them, I was in your boat. I was thinking all of these things, like I've got to figure out how to work from home. And there just wasn't anything available back in the day. Back in 2004, 2006, there wasn't anything like this. And so I had to struggle. I struggled, and I either made the decision to be completely dirt poor and broke and stay home with my kids, or put them in with a daycare or a sitter and go back to work to barely make enough money to really cover daycare. So it was a really tough situation that I was in for a really long time. And then I was able to work on my career a little bit more. And then I got remarried and had my third child. And when I had my third child, it started all over again. It was like this feeling again of having to work for very little pay after you pay a nanny or a daycare, and those soul crushing feelings of leaving your kid with someone else for like 10 hours a day to just barely make enough money to pay for groceries. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I didn't want to be poor again. I lived my whole life like just dirt poor, sacrificing to be able to be home for my kids. And I was so sick of that. So I finally decided, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to try to grow a bookkeeping business on this side. And even though I had an accounting degree and I worked in a CPA firm for 4 years, I had just passed my CPA exam. I still didn't feel confident or comfortable to do it. But at that point, I had reached a point in my life where I really felt like I had nothing to lose. So I just took the leap and did it anyway. And it was really hard to do it by myself, even with a lot of experience. But once you know, and if you have a little guidance, it's actually really easy. But just being alone and trying to navigate all of this stuff by myself was a little difficult. But however, it was so life-changing. And it just completely changed our entire family. And again, I'll talk in a little bit about what doors opened after I launched my bookkeeping business. It's so worth it. And I'm so excited that I got the opportunity. I'm actually just so happy that I thought of the idea to help other people do this, because it's so rewarding to be able to show other people that they can have this life that so many people desperately want and so many people dream about. And now we can actually do that. So having flexibility and being able to work on the road also too is awesome. Let's see. Melissa says, listening in from Utah, I have my call today with Nagin, and I'm super excited. Oh, awesome. You will love her. Everyone on our team, they're such amazing people, and you will enjoy your conversation. So Melissa, come back here afterwards and let us know how it goes. And let us know if you have any questions right now before you get on the call with her. Happy to answer. Hey, Megan. Hey, Susie. Thanks for joining in. Oh, Sharon says she's from Fort Collins, Colorado with my boys. Awesome. That's great. Okay, so Megan says Nortessa just launched her business yesterday after the mindset call and has like 3 or 4 leads already. So exciting. I know that you're super nervous, but don't forget, we are here to help you. So capitalize on this momentum, bring those people in, and let us help you do the work so you can get some testimonials and wow these people. So I'm super excited about this. Oh, thank you so much. We posted the link to Kaylee's success story. She's the one I was talking about in the mastermind that is now making $340 an hour. So check her testimonial video out. You can hear all about her story and her plans. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Becky. Adri says, how long does the training take? So if you have a couple of hours per day, you can get through the entire coursework and be ready for clients within about probably, I'd say, under 2 weeks, 7 to 10 days, you'd be ready for a client. The Academy is designed to help you make money first and learn the skill as you go along. So we don't ever want anybody to do things that they don't understand how to do or produce bad work. But we help you through everything. So even if you don't know how to do anything, you can get a client and then we'll walk you through every step of that as you're going through that client. So the training only takes a very short amount of time, but we really want you to jump in and make this work for you and make money right away. So you're going to learn as you're making money. So the return on investment is very fast and very high for this program. So let me know, Adri, if you have more questions around that. Is it possible to join the academy and still work a 9-to-5 and raise kids? Yes, great question. Most of the people that join our academy have kids, some of them homeschool, and most of them work a full-time job as well. So their whole goal is to get out of their 9-to-5 so that they can focus on raising their kids. So in full disclosure, the first few months, anywhere from 3 to 6 months of starting your business, can be a lot of work at first because you're going to be balancing one extra task. But the more work you put in on the front end, the faster you're going to be able to quit that 9-to-5. And then boom, all of a sudden you have so much time on your hands. You will literally go from being away from home like 45 plus hours a week to being home all the time and only working on your business like 8 to 10 hours a week for the same pay. So it may be a little difficult in the very beginning if you can't quit right after joining the academy, but people are doing it all the time. You can ask Casey James. She actually grew her business to the point of tripling her current revenue, her current take-home pay from her job, while she was growing her business in her spare time, working a full-time job, and she has 2 little kids at home. I believe they're both under 5. And she grew her business to tripling her income before she left. So it's definitely doable and definitely possible. This is not a magic pill. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's an actual, you lay the foundation, you follow the steps, you constantly keep taking action and follow our process, and it all works. So whatever your goals are, we can help you get there. If your goal is to quit your 9-to-5, we can help you reach that. It may not be super easy the first few months when you're juggling it all, but when you come out on the other end, it is like you've just broken out of jail, people. It's literally like you have freedom. We were all joking in the support group not too long ago about going back to a corporate job or going back to being an employee for somebody would literally be like going to jail. And that's kind of how it feels. So it's really freeing and it's worth it. It's worth the hard work. Carrie says, hi from the UK, hoping to start in September after kids go back to school. Want to set up my back office over the summer. Awesome, Carrie. Or are you UK or Canada? That might be Canada. Okay, that's really super awesome. So I've got an update for you guys on that. We have one of our students in the mastermind is now going to be doing Canada-specific coaching calls in the group. So for all the Canada students, you're going to have extra specific support right around Canada. We can support you right now on 90% of what you need to have to be a bookkeeping business owner in Canada prior to the coaching calls. But now we have a Canada coach in there as well. So you guys are fully covered. We also have a UK coach, guys. And if you're in the group and you are in the UK and you want to do this, our UK coach, our new UK coach is the bomb. You guys will love her. And so book a call with us so we can chat about that. I will be interviewing both of them on Facebook Live here coming up in hopefully in the next couple of months. So more to come on that. Let's see. Oh, Tiffany booked a call. Okay, I just have to tell you, Tiffany, my maiden name is Griner, so that is hilarious that your name is Tiffany Griner, and so is mine. My name is Tiffany Higgins now, but it was Tiffany Griner, and that is crazy because that is not a very common last name. So cool. I can't wait for you to talk to our team. This is going to be super exciting. Carol says, I am, at least that is the plan. Okay, Carol is working her 9-to-5 and is in the academy. I will continue teaching while servicing clients and building my business. My babysitter has already agreed to work for me should I grow to a point that I need a team member. That's pretty cool. I love that. I love that. And Megan Davis is commenting on here too, just in case you guys don't know Megan. Megan runs our Bookkeeper Academy. She is our lead student mentor in there, and she is the one that helps so much all these students get their mindset right, reach their goals, and transform their lives. So I'm so thankful to have Megan on this call. Thank you. All right, what else do we got here? Miriam says, I just joined the Academy over the weekend, and I'm still working full-time and raising, okay, it just refreshed. Facebook, raising my 18-month-old. I hope to be able to work from home soon. Awesome, congratulations. I'm really excited that you joined the Academy, and we can't wait to help you get home to your 18-month-old. It's such a precious time. I feel like if you've got kids under 5, it's just so precious to be able to be home with them, especially at that age, because it's just so much fun and you don't want to miss out on those awesome things. So I can't wait. Miriam, make sure you come to the Zoom calls, come to the mindset calls, participate as much as you can in the Academy, because those people that participate the most are the ones that have the most success. So be really self-aware, confront anything that's keep holding you back, and be brave and just take steps and go forward. I love it. Eileen says, how much did the mistakes you made in the beginning cost you, if anything? Oh man, this is like really hard to measure, but when I was doing this alone with no guidance, I had, of course, my education, and I did a lot of research, but the mistakes that I made cost me a lot as far as getting to spend valuable time with my family. I had to do things over again, learn from trial and error, so much time wasted. My bookkeeping business, I was making really good money, but I was spending a lot of time researching, which, you know, if you factor all of that in, it brings my hourly rate down pretty significantly. So we don't want that for you guys. We want you to avoid researching, avoid wasting time on doing things like that that take you away from having the kind of life that you want. So sure, could you guys do this all yourself? Even if you have no experience? Yeah, absolutely. You can go out there and Google YouTube videos on bookkeeping. You can join various Facebook groups, but you are going to have to sift through so much information, mounds of information. And then at that point, because you don't know what you don't know, you're not going to know if you're making the right decision or if the information that you're getting is the best information for your current situation. So it's very costly when you make mistakes trying to do it alone, which is why it's actually better, cheaper for you in the long run to enroll in the Academy. If you're thinking about doing this at all, you're going to avoid so many potential mistakes and maximize the amount of time that you get to spend with your family by having coaches and mentors and the other people on our team to lean on and lock arms with. So great question, Eileen. Miranda says, oh, I'm fixing to be able to join the Academy sometime this week. Yay, that's exciting. I'm super excited and nervous, of course, ready to get this going. That is awesome. Congratulations, Miranda. I'm super excited for you. Everybody feels very, very nervous. It is super common. I felt nervous when I started mine, even having, you know, some certification. So everyone feels that way. Sometimes it goes away as you get more experience, and depending on your personality, you might feel nervous every time. I feel nervous every time I have to get on these lives. Some things that you just have to deal with. You have to acknowledge those feelings, and then you just have to do it anyway, because it's so worth it. So worth it. I love sharing this opportunity with everyone, but being an introvert myself, this is very taxing for me to do something like this, but I do it anyway because it's important and it's worth it. And it keeps my family living the lifestyle that we want to live. So it's so worth it. Stepping out of your comfort zone can be uncomfortable, but worth it. Leah says, does bookkeeping require strong math skills? I love this question because a lot of people think that since they were not good at math in school, that they're not going to be a good bookkeeper. And that is not the case. Personally, myself, I loved my math classes, but I use a calculator for everything. And QuickBooks is a lot to do with numbers, but as long as you have a calculator and you're okay doing basic addition and subtraction, that's basically all that you use. And again, bookkeeping is more about being organized, having attention to detail, and having like learning about business, interpreting data. It's really above and beyond adding and subtracting and occasionally doing light division and multiplication. You don't really have to do anything with math, and everything that you do with math can be done with a calculator. So very easy. You don't need to be good at math. Big things coming. Yes, big things coming, Tiffany. I'm super excited to share. Big things coming. Carrie says, I'm from Canada. Yes, that was one of my concerns, how much support there is for Canadians. Glad to hear there's now a Canadian specific mentor. Yes, you're going to love it. It's awesome. Sharon says, so true, 45 plus hours per week in a cubicle with fluorescent lights is no fun and soul sucking. Absolutely it is, especially when, you know, you give your heart and soul to that job and you don't really have the pay to reflect your hard work. I know in my job, I felt very, very unappreciated for what I was doing, and I was giving it so much. I was sacrificing so much time from my kids. I didn't get to go on field trips when I wanted to when they were still in school. I had to just be careful when I used different lunch breaks or PTO to go eat lunch with them at school or go to assemblies and things like that. And it's just ridiculous to have to ask permission to do that stuff. So it is kind of soul sucking, and I'm so glad to help so many people break free from that form of prison, basically. Clarice says, I'm with you there, Tiffany, in my business. It's so many hats to wear, and there is less grace when you are on your own. I booked a call for tomorrow. I can't wait to chat. Awesome, Clarice. I love that. That's so exciting. We're so excited to chat with you. This will be great. So for you, if you've already got a business going, it can be really beneficial to potentially join the mastermind if that's something that you're looking to build a team and having even more flexibility in your life. But even the academy is so great to just have somebody. It takes like a huge weight off your shoulders when you know that you can just go into the group or hop on a Zoom call and say, I have this issue. What do I do about this? And we tell you. We give you advice and we tell you. And the great thing is you can choose to listen to that or not, based on our explanation and all of our experiences. But it's really nice to know. And most of the time people are like, wow, I didn't even think about that. This is so great and so helpful. So having that when you grow your business is just so nice. Peyton says, how do we join the academy? So Peyton, if you want to book a call with us, we can help you get all set up and enrolled right over the phone, actually. So book. Uh-oh, my microphone just changed. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, there we go. My microphone just keeps going on and off. Let's turn my video back on. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think you guys can still hear me. So let me know if you can. But if you want to book a call, then we'll walk you through the whole process. If you're ready to get enrolled, we can just do it right over the phone. So that would be awesome. Also, Tiffany Ware, I'm sure, will reach out to you directly and talk with you about how to do that as well. If you don't have time to get on a call or there aren't any open slots for the next couple days. We are starting to get booked out for a week to 2 weeks sometimes in advance. So if you guys want to get on a call, definitely book one now. That would be awesome. Pamela says, I want to do this so bad, but I am so scared. Okay, Pamela, let's break that down a little bit. Tell me what some of your fears are, because that will help me help you either get past them or address them. Because sometimes if you just put them out in the open and you learn a little bit about this, you might have a misconception of what some of these things are, and then that can lead to fear. So if we can lay it all out for you and let you know and address those particular fears, they may completely go away. So you can either comment below and tell us this now, or you can book a call and we can talk about that with you on the phone. So let us know. Harrington, we have a couple of different options depending on which program is the best for you. So we typically prefer to discuss investment on the phone. So if you want to book a call, that would be awesome. We would love to talk about that. We want to show you everything about it so you understand exactly what you're getting for the investment before we really decide which one's going to be the right fit for you. Carrie says, can you speak to the statement, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, because $5,000 a month for 10 hours a week sounds too good to be true. Yeah, interesting. Okay, how do I feel about that statement? I just don't live my life according to that statement. Okay, here's how I live my life, Carrie, and you'll learn this if you join the academy. I was given a book by my mother back in 2010 when I was at my lowest. Okay. And that was only 11 years ago, guys. I had just gotten divorced. I had just filed bankruptcy, and I was a single mom with 2 kids on food stamps. This was 11 years ago. Now I'm running a multi-million-dollar company with a team of 26 people, and we are changing lives of thousands of women every single month, every year. So this book that she gave me when I was at my low, it's called The Secret, and you might want to get it, or you can watch the documentary on Netflix. And The Secret teaches you that there's nothing that's too good to be true. Sure, you need to do your due diligence and make sure the things that you are looking into doing are legitimate. And you want to do that for us as well. We don't expect you to just sign up on blind faith, but we are legitimate. But you want to do your due diligence, if I can say that word. But anything that you want in life, you can have. You can do it, and you can manifest it. You can will it to happen. It's all about, in The Secret, it talks about manifesting. But what that's really doing is priming your brain. So like, for example, when you decide that you're going to buy a new car, and so you start looking into different cars, and then you figure, okay, I'm going to buy a Honda Odyssey, which 1 year after I opened my bookkeeping business, I bought a brand new Honda Odyssey for $45,000, probably overpaid, didn't care. I paid my loan off in less than 6 months. Anyway, the point of the story is that when you start looking at Honda Odysseys, then when you go for a drive, you happen to see them everywhere. So this is kind of what the Secret book is all about, the law of attraction and attracting things into your life that you want. And if you want this, you've attracted it. You're already here in this group. So that should speak volumes as to what's going on. Something led you here, something led you to this live. And sure, there probably are a lot of scammers out there. There are probably a lot of like non-authentic people out there with low integrity, but you're not in a group that has any of those particular characteristics. So, but also too, another thing to help you is to just check out our student testimonials. We have thousands of them, and they are all working those same hours for that same pay. So like I said earlier, is it going to be like blinking your eye and getting to it? No, of course not. You're going to have to put in a little bit of work to get there, but it's minute compared to the kind of work that you put in right now to make that kind of money. So I hope that helped, Carrie, answer your question. And I think you should definitely book a call if you haven't already, because we can talk about that a lot on the phone too, and how it feels too good to be true, but it's actually not. It's actually really truth. So I love that you asked that. Thank you. Pamela said, just getting started is my biggest fear. Okay, Pamela, but you got to think about why. You have to really dig down, and why is getting started a biggest fear? What exactly is causing that emotion? Is it because you are afraid to fail? Is it because you're afraid to look stupid in front of someone? Is it because you think your family or friends are going to judge you or think you're an imposter? There's a whole slew of reasons why people hold themselves back. And we work on that in the academy all the time. And we're happy to help you with that on a free discovery call too, so we can really dig in and talk about it. And maybe it's a valid fear. Maybe it's a fear that you just need to change your perspective a little bit, and then you'll be able to move past it and get started. So book a call with us, Pamela. I think you'll love it. Let's see. Peyton says, how do we enroll in the academy? I think I might have answered this one. I don't know, but book a call with us and we'll enroll you for sure. Donna says, I was part of the previous academy when we first launched, wasn't able to get off the ground, have LLC and Facebook and website, but would like to try again. Awesome. My first client was so difficult and scared me from moving forward at the beginning of COVID. Oh, Donna, that's, I'm sorry to hear that. We would definitely love to help you turn that around and make that client a distant memory. My first client had me in tears as well, and I did it alone. So Donna, you were part of our program when we first launched, and what I realized with that first program was that there wasn't enough support, which is why we have the academy now, which is why it's structured the way it is now, because we don't want anyone to go through our program that isn't set up for success. So we've learned a lot about how to carry that out and how to support you guys. So if you still want this, hop on a call and let's talk about how to make this work for you this time around and rock it and totally change your life. But don't let that first client scare you. And we have one-on-ones that we can do with you now as well. My first client almost scared me out of doing it as well. I was in tears. I probably made like 1 cent per hour with this how much work I put into it because I didn't know what I was doing. So just let that be a laughing, distant memory, and don't worry. The academy name is called the Bookkeeper Academy, or AKA the Piece of Cake Support Group. Great question, Harrington. A few more questions, and then I'm going to tell you guys all the different doors that open when you launch your business. Kelly says, I've noticed a lot of people say they have gotten clients quickly, but it is usually family or friends. Is it possible to get clients quickly without knowing someone who's interested in needing bookkeeping services beforehand? Yes, absolutely. It's sometimes family and friends, but a lot of times just someone in their network or in their friends' networks. And I will tell you too, Kelly, 9 times out of 10, you are not going to know if somebody needs bookkeeping services. And they may not even realize they need it until they see you launch their business. And then here you are ready to change their life because they may need a bookkeeper and they didn't even realize it. So don't let that stop you. Once you start putting those feelers out and you prime your mind to see potential bookkeeping clients, you will find them. I promise, even if it's not family and friends. Family and friends aren't always the best clients anyway, so it's okay to get other people as your first clients. Adri says, I had a phone call, missed the answer to the first call, costs anything. I'm not sure what you mean, Adri. Thank you, Casey. This hat is, I kind of like this hat. I kind of look like a gangster, I think. Carrie says, thank you. It did help. Do current students get all future updates to the course? Yes, current students get all future updates to the course and everything. So, and you guys get lifetime access to that. So you can, go back and review it at any given time. So definitely have complete access to that for sure. And if you're in the academy, you get free access to all of our coursework in there as well. Lilu, I think Tiffany's going to send you the link personally to your messenger on booking a call, but it's also listed above if you need it. Victoria, did I hear you say book a discovery call at no charge? Absolutely. We do free discovery calls. So if you're interested in this opportunity, you want to know what it looks like for you and your family, please book a discovery call. Just so you know, guys, we don't really encourage or talk to anyone about doing our DIY courses on the call. We talk about what it will look like for you to grow a bookkeeping business and how that particularly relates to joining our Bookkeeper Academy, where we know we can guarantee your success. So, but yes, calls are free. Book calls. We love to talk with you guys. How do you book a call? How much is it to start? I'm a at-home mom to a 4-month-old and I need an at-home job. Awesome. Yes, book a call. The link is above. Tiffany will also reach out to you privately to give you the link to book a call. And hi, Mandy, how's it going? Okay, we have about 5 minutes left. So I want to talk about what doors open when you launch your bookkeeping business. So here's some of the things that happened to me. Immediately when I had my first client, I got an influx of money. Like I said earlier, it was like having a Christmas bonus. Guys, it's super easy to save up for things and to use money on vacations or paying off other stuff or just having extra money in savings or going on vacations or whatever when you get new clients, because it almost always comes with a big chunk of money, which is so fun because you don't have to pull, $10 aside every month to put in your savings account. You can wait till you get a new client. You got a cleanup job. So that's a huge door that was open, being able to flood our savings. The first year I was in business, I was able to use some of my cleanup work to put back an entire year's worth of my mortgage payment in a savings account. Do you guys have any idea how mentally freeing it is to know that your mortgage payment for your house is paid up? It's available for you for a whole year. You never have to worry about that. It's so much safer than having a job, because if at any point I lost a handful of my clients, which I never did, but if any point that you do, I had a whole entire year's worth of my mortgage covered. So I knew nothing was ever going to happen. Nothing bad could possibly ever happen. So that's a huge door that opens, major peace of mind. I was able to get a brand new car. I'd always wanted a brand new car. I always had these old beaters that I bought, and I never got to have a brand new car. And I always wanted one. I wanted the new car smell. I wanted to drive it off the lot. I bought a brand new car 12 months after launching my business, and I paid that car off 6 months after that. So it was amazing to not only do that, but to have that boost in credit. And honestly, I wouldn't have paid it off now, knowing what I know about reinvesting my money. I wouldn't probably pay off my car early, but I love the fact that I got to do that. I have a brand new car. It's 2016 now, but it's been fully paid off for the last 3, 4, 5 years. So that's been nice. It's been really nice. That's a huge door that was open. I also got the opportunity to finally take that vacation I wanted to across the country. So I loaded up. I had 3 kids at the time, and I brought my niece with me, and we loaded up our new van and we drove across the country on a 16-day vacation. And I didn't have to ask permission. I didn't have to take time off. I didn't have to have a drop in pay, nothing. I just did a little bit of work on the road as we were traveling, and was able to go hiking in Colorado. I was able to stay at an apartment on the beach for 10 days. I was able to stop at the Grand Canyon and take my kids sightseeing all through the Grand Canyon and then drive home. And the whole time I didn't miss a beat. I didn't have to ask permission, apologize. I didn't miss pay, nothing. It was amazing. Another really awesome thing I was able to do is I got pregnant again and had twins, and I was able to afford someone to come to the house and help me successfully breastfeed twins for 2 years, because I wasn't successful with my other 3 and I really didn't know why. So I was able to have the money to hire someone to help me do that. And then the flexibility to be able to nurse twins for 2 years. That's a constant job, guys, a constant job. And I was able to do that the entire time I had my bookkeeping business. And I even grew my business during that time. Didn't skip a beat. I was able to work from home. I was also able to retire my husband. So he didn't have to work, and he didn't have to miss out on all of our kids' milestones either. And this sounds like a way distant future dream, but I actually retired my husband in 7 months. 7 months. That's all it took for me to grow my business enough to cover all of our household bills and give my husband the opportunity to stay home. So that has been instrumental. Some of you may not want to see your husband all day, every day, but I do. And we've gotten the chance to do that for the last 5.5 years now. We've been home almost our entire marriage. We've been able to be home all day, every day together, and it works for us and we love it. But then it's also nice because if we ever want to do anything, we can just pick up and go do it. We can go do it. Doesn't matter. You have a flexible schedule. The other doors that opened when we launched our business, we had the opportunity to upgrade our lifestyle multiple times. When you make more money, even going from total household income of 100,000 to total household income of 200 or 250, the doors open to what banks will even consider you for. Huge doors. Like I got a credit card with a $30,000 credit limit. I mean, that was kind of cool. But then also we wanted a pool in our backyard. So we were going to look into getting financing for a pool and have a pool back there. Found out we couldn't have a pool in our yard because of zoning issues. So we decided maybe we just buy a different house. And we ended up moving 90 minutes north of where we were and bought a house that was $412,000 with a pool and a tennis court in the backyard. I mean, literally, I was mind blown when I got approved for that. I thought it was just like a dream. I never imagined in a million years that I would be able to afford that. But the payments were pretty low. And with my bookkeeping business, it was super affordable. I could totally pull it off. So that was a crazy door that opened to me. But then it's like other things too, meeting different people, coming in contact with other awesome people, also changing your life personally. Like I have grown and developed into a person, a totally different person, a person that I am really, really, really proud of, and a person that I'm excited for my kids to mimic, like I'm take control of my life and I can be an inspiration to my kids and they look up to me, and instead of seeing me stressed and trapped all the time, they see a parent that can do anything and be anyone that they want to be. So that is really, really freeing to be able to have something like that. So I want to tell you guys, and there's a couple more questions that I'm gonna address, but I got to tell you one of my most recent accomplishments in my business and the doors that have opened for me. So because we're always actively looking to help our students and find ways to make this entire process easier for them. I think it was about a year and a half ago, we developed the website, the one program to rule them all. That is the website and automated onboarding program that our students get access to for free in the academy. We developed that because we noticed our students were struggling. They were struggling with their website and they were struggling with automating or onboarding their clients. So I came up with a solution and we launched it. And it wasn't really something that was a primary focus, but because of that, I'm actually up for a really amazing award. And I'm going to get the chance to go up on stage at a conference in Orlando. That's a 4-day conference, and I'm going to get to accept possibly 3 different awards and shake the hand of the founder of ClickFunnels, who is now probably worth like $40 million. I believe ClickFunnels is maybe $1 billion company now, I'm not sure. But I get the chance to go up on stage and shake this guy's hand and be at an event where Tony Robbins and some other amazing business owners, speakers, and entrepreneurs are going to be presenting at. And I get to be recognized at something like that. And this all happened because I just took one step forward, guys, one step. And it's just amazing, the doors. Like, I'm actually going to be interviewed today on the ClickFunnels podcast, and I will share that link when it goes live. But I would have never been able to do this if I hadn't have just decided one day to start my bookkeeping business. So you guys can do it. You guys can all do it too. And I'm super excited to help you. So let me see what questions we have. And then I'll let you guys all get back to your kiddos, back to your business, back to your day. LaDonna says she's totally interested. Awesome. Tiffany's going to reach out to you and get you scheduled on her calendar. Leilani says, it is hard to do this. I'm not all good with numbers. I learn fast though. Awesome. It's not hard to do this. You don't have to be good with numbers. You just have to be organized and you have to be willing to learn. So Tiffany will reach out to you and get you the calendar link so you can hop on a call with us. Amanda says, twins are a whirlwind. Oh my gosh, that is the hardest thing I've ever had to be through in my life. I always wanted to have twins, but oh my gosh, it's difficult. It's great. It's super great. And they are literally, I can't imagine how boring our life would be without them, but whew, it is hard. Mandy said, that is amazing. Dream life with that freedom. Adri says, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I'm going to book a call. Awesome. Yay. I'm so excited. We're going to love chatting with you. LaDonna says, I'm going to book a call too. Is there a starting cost to enroll in the program? We do. It is an investment to enroll in our program. We do have to make sure I pay everyone on my team really, really well. So we do have to accommodate our team members. So there is an investment to the program, but if you book a call, we can go over the options there for you, depending on which program is right for you. Let's see. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I am super excited as well. This interview on the podcast is going to be awesome. And just in case you guys all want to know, I will post the link to the event that I'm going to be getting an award at, so you guys can see how epic it is and how much of an honor it is going to be up on stage with all these incredibly amazing, famous people. Let's see, what else here? Just want to make sure I cover everything. Thank you guys so much for all the awesome compliments. I am really excited. And Paulette is interested in learning more. So Paulette, click the link above, or Tiffany will send you a private message as well with the link to our calendar. So definitely book a call. All right, guys, I am here every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Time. Also, if you guys want to be on our email list and you haven't gotten our emails yet, comment email below and Tiffany Ware will reach out to you and get you on our email list. And if you want text updates, every time we go live in the group, comment text and we will send you a message and we will get your cell number so we can get you on our text platform. So, all right, thank you guys so much. Everyone have a great week and let us know if you have any more questions and book your calls. Bye, everybody.